guys.
Are we audible to you?
Hi, good
Yes,
evening.
yes. Good
Yeah.
evening.
Good morning, Prerna and Gaurav. How are you
Thank
Yes,
you.
guys?
yes. Thank
Good,
you
good,
so
good.
much. Yeah.
Thanks. So let's start. So today we are in week 2. This is the day 3. And we have covered lot many things earlier. Okay. So what we talked about earlier. So we talked about agile scrum roles, scrum events, and we have given you some assignments to do. We asked you to listen to the videos, the previous recording, as well as Earl Nightingale, and as well as asked you to go through the tool. So anyone is speaking something before I proceed further? If you have done those assignments, please tell yes. If you have done, would like to hear from you. Yeah, did you find time to
Uh,
go through the video and listen to the audio?
Yes, I did.
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your responses, guys. Awesome. So yeah, so here, Prerna ji, you can discuss further last time where whatever we have discussed. I think it will be easy for warm them up, and we discussed about Scrum role and planning. So yeah, over to you.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Thank you so much, Gaurav.
Yeah.
Yes, so a very good evening to all of you. And as we are deep diving into this agile scrum rules, last week I think we really had a very interesting and lengthy discussion on each and role. So I just thought we just thought that we'll start with a recap because these are very essential for our understanding, and ultimately these roles itself, kind of create the base of how the working goes. So, Gauraji, would you please go to the earlier slide? I just want to give a quick recap. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. See, so I just want all of us to have this image pictorially, kind of marked in our brains, wherein, in our minds rather, where when we see a product owner, we see this person standing here like this. Scrum Master is another role, whereas Scrum team is a group of talented, diversified resources. So just a quick recap. I guess this product owner is like the owner of this entire process. He is the middleman to connect with the stakeholders, the outside clients, the internal team, to higher management, as well as to the Scrum team and Scrum Master, right? Whereas Scrum Master is a person who is very closely connected with the Scrum team. He is the one who arranges and manages all the Scrum events like sprint planning and sprint retrospective and reviews and everything. And he has a very keen interest on delivering on time, sticking to the commitments, and coming up with a good quality as a product of their team's day-to-day efforts, right? So this is a Scrum Master, and many a times you get offered this role when you go into Scrum methodology. So it's really important to know what are the expectations from this role, and what is what does he offers or achieves as a part of this entire Scrum process. And last but not the least, we have a Scrum team wherein you have variety of talented resources that can be developer, testing, BAs, database people, architect and engineer per se. So they form a team. They work towards achieving the sprint goals. They have daily assigned tasks. They and then they're required to attend every stand up and other ceremonies, because that's how this Scrum works. They also have to be ensure that they prioritize. I mean, they work on the items given by the product owner and the scrum master as per the priority. So yes, keep taking things for product backlog, and manage them, arrange them in the sprint planning. As it has been managed in the sprint planning, they are a part of the discussion, but they're not. They don't decide what will be there in the They are not the decision makers rather, but they are a very much involving member of the discussion, which items to be taken, what we have to work on. So they are mostly assigned. So yes, we have this very interesting and diversified team, which is very closely knit. That the trust, the bond among the team is very high, and that's the reason they deliver very well within short span of time with best quality and as per the deadline. So anybody, over the last couple of days had any issues, any doubts, any confusion on these roles, they're very much open to ask, or else we can just go ahead into the sprint planning, which is the topic of today. This was just a quick recap of our last session. So yes, Bobby G, Priya, Dipti, Priyanka, anybody has any doubts? Otherwise, we are good to go ahead.
No,
I'm good.
Priya.
I'm
Good
good.
to go.
Yeah.
Yes, we can go.
Yes,
Yeah,
super.
very
Thank you
good.
so much. Yes. So now coming to the interesting part or the new learning for this week is sprint planning. Last session we did understand what is a sprint, what is the rough time, that is given to a particular sprint and stuff like that. So basically, a particular sprint is typically a time period of might be starting from 1 week to 6 weeks, but ideally it is generally for 2 to 4 weeks. That's like the ideal situation I'm talking about. In practical scenarios, I have worked in sprints which lasted for 2 to 4 weeks, and then it's basically uh, a period wherein all the items in product backlog are reviewed, and as per priority, as per customer needs, customer requirements, they are taken up, and they are worked upon by the scrum team. So it's very important for each team to have a sprint goal, established sprint goal, as in the goal has to be set by in conjunction with, in discussion with product owner as well as scrum master, that during this particular amount of time we should achieve this much, per se. If we have 10 line items, all of them has to be achieved, or this priority, or rather this functionality. For example, if we're talking about credit cards, okay, credit card application flow, uh, per se, entire flow has to be completed. So that kind of goal, we have to have for each sprint, and that needs to be achieved by that particular team during this entire span of sprint. And the basic purpose of sprint planning, or the main motive of sprint planning, is you collaborate with the entire team. You have your product owner, you have scrum master, and you have entire scrum team, and with everybody's discussion, inputs, guidance, uh, the amount of line items or artifacts, or what I would say, action items are decided. And the important is the product owner decides the what. See, I've highlighted the what. That simply means that from our backlog. Now, you all must be remembering Gauravji's bread loaf example, right? Because it is the best to what I was visualize the backlog, whatever I would say, backlog image. So which all items we need to take from the backlog, and what should be the priority? So all that has to be prioritized by the product owner, and definitely with discussion with scrum and scrum team, scrum master and scrum team, and that is assigned to each and every resources in the scrum team. Why am I emphasizing on this point is because in Scrum or Agile methodology, we work in very close conjunction, that the communication is very clear, everybody's aware what everybody's assigned and required and expected to deliver. So hence sprint planning becomes an essential and very critical event as per the Scrum methodology, or as per the implementation of this methodology for the project. Does anybody have any doubts, or we can move ahead and there'll be further more interesting things to learn? Or Gauravji, would you like to add something on this, please?
Yeah, I have now a question. Question is that if you have really understood, can you just tell me in a sentence or two maximum that what exactly happens inside sprint planning? Yes, Bobby, please go ahead.
Hello, Gaurav. Good
Yeah.
evening.
Good evening.
Good morning. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Yes, please.
Gaurav, once the product owner makes the product backlog, if there are 10 different kind of epic stories in it, then the Scrum team checks all the epic story and then decide which is feasible. For example, 3 at a time in one sprint. So they discuss, they review if at all this is practical to do that, or if they're going to face any difficulty. If everything is good to go, then they move forward and start to develop it before reviewing it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Any another answer? Thank you, Bobby, for sharing. Any another answer, please, guys? Dipti, Priya, Rahul.
You asked about what is sprint
Yeah,
planning.
yeah. If you have understood, please share in a sentence or two maximum that what
Yeah.
exactly happens in sprint planning.
Yeah, it's actually planning to define of what can be delivered or achieved in the period of time, and yeah, it's done in collaboration with the Scrum team and the Scrum team and the Scrum Master.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the answer. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Dipti. Yeah, Priya, yours.
Yeah, this is Priyanka. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think in sprint planning, we have, we first review, and then there is analysis, then there is implementation, and then you test, and then there is delivery, if I'm not wrong. I mean, the whole circle that I can imagine.
So thanks for the answer though. However, there is not yet the correct answer I have received. So Dipti and Rahul, would you like to add something? Tick one.
Sorry, Gaurav,
Yeah.
I was a little lost
Yeah.
because I was
Okay.
helping my son with his
Okay.
laptop. So I'm
No
so
worries.
sorry for that.
So please focus. Yeah. So Priyanka, whatever you have said, so that is part of entire software development life cycle. Means exactly every single flow is.
Gauravji?
Yes, Rahul.
I want to try, but I'm not sure if it's right.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So basically, I think during sprint planning, it's an event. It's an initial event. So the whole team, with the help of the product owner, decides what needs to be achieved in that sprint. That's the sprint goal.
Absolutely.
And then the team and the product, then the team decides what product backlog items should be, I would say, included in the sprint so that they achieve the goal. And if those items don't achieve the goal, then the product owner's job is to tell them these items are not the right ones, maybe choose the other ones. So, he kind of guides, or she kind of guides the team to choose the backlog.
Sure.
Gaurav?
Yes. Yeah, Priyanka.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just want to give one more shot. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Yeah. Please go ahead.
So I think I mixed up a little bit. Like now looking back, I think it was, I think last time as we discussed, they discuss what needs to be included, the timeline, and also the technical tools which they will be using.
Mhm.
then what the requirement understanding is, and that they review or see in the previous sprints whether there were any mistakes and not to repeat that
Mhm.
again.
Yeah. Great. So now it's okay. So thank you so much for your answer. And well said, Rahul. So yes, so sprint has to start somewhere, right? But as Rahul also said, that this is start of the sprint. Okay, so every single start of the sprint, this planning happens, and it happens inside a room. We will be talking about that in detail. However, understand that what exactly happens before any single sprint starts, that is called as sprint zero, where no one works. Okay, but actually the moment we get into sprint one, there is no sprint zero concept taught inside Scrum guide. But still in sprint zero, that is considered sometime in some offices, some company. But understand what exactly happens there. Coming back to your bread loaf example, slices. What are these? These are nothing but a bigger goal has been chunked inside smaller goals. These goals can be called as, initially epic. Okay, initially epic. So we decide its timeline. However, we also decide which are of the highest priority we can consider. Are you good so far? Are you getting what I said? Yeah, we decide the highest priority that time. We pick them up, we pull them down now in the sprint backlog item. Okay, you understood? So let me draw something quickly for you over here so that it will be easy for you to understand. Here I am taking the whiteboard, and in this whiteboard, what I'm going to do is that I'm just creating sprint backlog, this product backlog. Say for example, these are the requirements being piled up. Okay, and what exactly happens, this PBI, what does it mean? PBI means what? Can anyone answer? Rahul, expecting from you at least.
Product
Product
backlog.
backlog item.
Yes, well attempt, Dipti rightly said. Yeah, thanks for the answer, Rahul. And who else was attempting? So you are all right. This is product backlog item, and this is from this we pull something. Say for example, we pull this one, we pull this one. Okay, we just have this inside what? This is sprint backlog item. Okay, and we are discussing this, we are planning this inside SBI. Now what will happen, we will discuss over here how long it will take, duration and all, every single activity, how long it will take implementation, how long it will take design documentation, or how long it will take testing. Okay, so we will take yeses from everyone, and we will reach to some conclusive point. Okay, so this is what,
I'm sorry. Could you
yeah,
please repeat what is SBI you said?
is a sprint backlog item.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because we are pulling it, the entire product backlog item, categorizing it, prioritizing it, and deciding it to go further. Okay, resharing my screen for you. Just give me a second. And here what exactly we are talking, that why fixed length of time box sprint is required. You see here, every single sprint is of fixed length. Okay, so it has some start date, end date, and it has to be time box that within 1 week or 2 weeks something is going to happen. Okay, the reason behind that, we have to balance the rapid release. Okay, every client is also hoping that on certain date or time I'm going to get shipped something. Okay, and it allows enough time to complete a useful amount of work in every sprint. So in every sprint we are using some utilizing the time. And then in sprint planning itself, when we find that we have frozen the sprint duration, be it 2 week, 3 week, or 4 week, we just say yes to that, and every single sprint is given its timeline. Say for example, we understand that one project will take 16 days. Say for example, not 16 days, let's take some realistic example. So we find that every single will take around 32 days. 32 days when I'm talking, then what we can do is we can divide that 32 days into two sprints itself. So my entire project will become maximum of 2 months of project. Why? Because I'm considering holidays, I'm considering weekends, and some unexpected leaves as well. And we actually work for 8 hours. So when we are defining something in hours mode, then we have to convert those hours that so that it will be put properly inside the fixed length. Let me come back again in the example. When I said 32 days, it means 16 days, and one sprint is of 16 days, then the entire project becomes of only 2 sprints. Are you with me so far? Yes. Are you getting me? The importance
Yes.
of time boxing. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So every single sprint become the increment for the next sprint. So let's move further and talk about who is involved in this sprint planning meeting, as we have just spoken about it. Prerna ji, would you like to take this up?
Yes, surely. Thank you so much for in detail and diagrammatical, explanation, because I strongly feel those kind of explanations do, get imprinted in your mind and it's easy to recollect later. So in this slide, we actually have the same repetitive,
Prerna ji,
details. Yes, Rahul, please go ahead.
I'm a little confused. I mean, is it true that, because I read from the Scrum guide, the original Scrum guide, that is the sprint planning in every Scrum, is it's just in the
Every Scrum
first
as
sprint?
in? No.
Every sprint.
No, every sprint, because see, Rahul, we have multiple sprints in a particular Scrum, right?
That I understand. Yeah, that I understand. Yeah.
Yes. So sprint is basically what you're breaking down the entire project in small chunks of per se 1 month for our understanding. That is 4 weeks. So every month you have different goals or different deliveries to be done. So for the same, we need to have this meetings or plannings wherein what
Pranaji, you're
month,
breaking
or
up. You're
is there
breaking up.
any backlog from earlier month, or is if there is any what say is it, am I audible to others?
To me, you are. I think.
Hello?
A little, Prerna ji.
Can you
Yeah,
hear me
you were.
now?
Yeah. We can hear. You were breaking up. Yeah. Earlier you were. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was not aware.
That's okay. No problem.
Prerna ji, you can hear?
I think I can hear her. She's on mute or something.
Wait a second. Let's see. So, no, Prerna ji is on mic. So we'll wait for her to speak up. Okay, she is out now. So let's come back and discuss this until Prerna ji rejoins. So who is involved in sprint planning? And yes, Rahul, sprint planning happens every single time, because it is not going to happen that because we are dividing the entire project into small pieces, right? And we are not doing like once I did sprint planning and we prioritize every single item. We have to keep on reprioritizing, rethinking, and rediscussing, and we have to sometimes take a step back to consider something into importance. Okay, it may happen that after sprint 1, customer has come back with some feedback, we have included that, and now it's time to consider them into the plate for development, and thus we can take up again this example of sprint planning. So let me get back over there in my whiteboard. I'm not sure. Yeah. So what exactly happens? Say
Hi guys, I'm so sorry. I'm at
That's
my
okay.
mother's place and the Wi-Fi just got disconnected. Okay. Okay. So Gauravji, have you taken over or should I continue? I was just
I just took it over. So I was
okay,
just
not an issue. Not
so
an
no
issue.
worries.
Yes.
Thanks. So what exactly was happens? Say for example, Rahul understand that we decided the sprint backlog item, and we are getting into implementation mode. Okay. So we are into this implementation mode. Our daily scrum is happening. So kindly excuse the not so great diagram. Okay, but just take it for the understanding purpose. So yeah. So what exactly we do over here? This is our daily scrum. Yeah, 15 minutes daily scrum happens over here, and then retrospective before retrospective, what we do? We review for the client, and once it is shipped, then after that retrospective happens. Okay, and when the retrospective happens, suppose this is over, and in this review just before retrospective, client has given some feedback that you considered as a new backlog item. Okay, here, are you getting me so far? Give me yes if you are getting me.
Could you repeat that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will repeat. So what exactly happens? Let's get to this slide now. Coming back to, I'm just moving further. So here you see what exactly happened. Let me get into the this mode. Can you see the slide is coming up? Yeah. Can you see the maximize slide now?
No.
No. Okay.
No, we can just see the
Okay.
whatever is
Drawing board.
there.
Now can you see the maximize slides? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. So what exactly happens? Consider this sprint. Okay, in this sprint, what exactly happens? We are developing something as daily scrum is happening, and we are reviewing with the client. Review is nothing but demo, last time we said, and in this demo client gave some feedback, and we said okay, we will consider it in next sprint. Okay, and that product owner has to say, you don't have to say, because product owner is the one who is deciding what he has to give and what he has to prioritize, what he has not, but that he is going to discuss inside the sprint planning. So he takes the note of the feedback which customer gave, and what happens, we ship it up. So we just ship it up, and before just shipping, we had another previous day where we had daily scrum, and that their scrum master comes up and says, hey, by the way, tomorrow we are going to ship it up, and just the DevOps team will be busy in shipping the material. Product owner says, yes, that's right, I will be giving them the guidelines that when the downtime will be of the project, and downtime of the website or something like that, how you are going to deploy, what all the consideration is to be made. By the way, are you aware of the meaning of deployment? Who is aware? Yeah,
I guess
please.
when you release the thing to the client. That is called
Deployment. That's true. Yeah. Any other answer? Someone was telling something. Priya, you were telling, or Priyanka?
Yeah, I said production release.
Yeah, production release. So yes. So Priyanka, did you get that? What does it mean?
Yeah, I just followed up on the two answer. Yeah, the production release and
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. And I believe that Rahul and Bobby, you are with us and understood this point. Yeah. And feel free whenever you have some doubt, so we can take them up. So yeah. So what exactly happened here? The feedback was taken. I am coming back now to my whiteboard. So what I did, this was the feedback. Okay, product owner took it and he pulled it up. Now the next time, the after sprint is getting over and we had a retrospective meeting, we will again undergo this entire phase of sprint planning, entire phase of sprint planning, and where we pull some more item. Okay, now these two has been shipped, and what we are going to do is we are going to, we are going to, okay, yeah. So what we are going to do, we are going to now bring some new one. Okay, so we are pulling now this in the priority. Yeah, now we are taking this in priority. So this is second sprint we are entering into. Okay, and we have taken this into consideration. So now we are in second sprint and we decided, okay, we find these three items are important. This has come from the feedback. Let's start working on this. So here we are into second sprint. We are discussing, defining, refining, and this when we are refining, it is also called as backlog refinement. Okay, so this is what about sprint planning and why it has to time boxed. Let me reshare my slide further and share with you. Okay, can you see the slide again, the smaller version? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. So thank you for being till
Yes.
here. Yeah. So now, yes, Prerna ji, back to this. Who is involved in sprint planning?
Sure,
So,
sure,
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
sure. Yeah, can you please move to the next slide?
Yeah,
Because we
sure.
have yes. So these are our diagrams, I would call them, where you see the product owner, and there are very small one-liners, but very important ones. In that, if you remember that them, that is like the crust of this or gist of this entire discussion. Wherein, see, if you could, read it. Product owner is manages the product backlog and optimizes value of the product. It's like a hit on head statement wherein in two simple lines, or rather one simple line, it has mentioned that he's the one who is responsible to manage, update, and arrange the product backlog, as in which items to consider, which items to be assigned, and as well as he's also responsible to optimize the value. Optimize the value means he is responsible for the good quality delivery to the clients, wherein the customer is happy with all the sprint outcome, sprint goal that is given by or achieved by the entire Scrum team. That involves or entire organization, or that particular project team. I have to call it that way, right? So that's product owner for us. So Scrum Master, on the other hand, he, as I mentioned earlier, he works very closely with the Scrum team. So his main goals or motives are that he manages the entire Scrum process, and he also removes any obstacle, challenges, impediments. So basically, what happens? Scrum Master role can be functional and technical, but many a times it's a techno-functional role wherein Scrum Master does help the Scrum team with any difficulties on technology as well as functionality understanding. He ensures that their day-to-day deliveries are going smoothly. There are no obstacles, and they are in line with what is the sprint goal. So that means a Scrum Master is very closely in contact with the Scrum team, and he ensures that whatever we have planned for the sprint, that is delivered, right? So that is one of the main difference in understanding of what these two roles are. And coming back to our most important, or rather, the critical part of this methodology is Scrum team itself, wherein it's really mentioned very, very well that it manages itself and creates done increments. So manages itself means I think highly already mentioned Gauravji and myself that Scrum team is a group of or set of people or resources who are very highly motivated, highly skilled, highly self-managed, as in they require minimum supervision. Once you have given the task, you can have the surety that they will deliver it on time and best quality. So that means they are, they manage themselves, itself, and they also create done increments, as in they keep achieving all these, artifacts or, items, the action items, issues or whatever user stories they're given to them to work on. They keep achieving that. So that is the way how this entire Scrum planning team or Scrum team, operates. And these are the most important objectives or deliveries from each of the parties involved. Okay, Gaurav, would like to add something to this, or we can go to the next slide?
We will go to next slide because last time also we discussed it. So yeah.
Yes.
So let
It's
me
more or less repetitive.
yeah.
Sure.
So just yeah, let me come back to the slide. My slide is still visible. Okay. So where does sprint planning take place? So yeah. So this part, yeah, could you continue or should I?
Sure.
Yeah,
If
please
you
go
want,
ahead.
you can go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So as we mentioned, Scrum Master is responsible for organizing all these sprint, Scrum events. So he has to ensure that everybody is available on that particular day, a particular time of the day. He has to ensure that that a meeting or conference room is booked for the same. So the Scrum Master, takes care of all these things. And in case if your team is geographically distributed, like there are people on site, off site, in different countries, different locations, then he needs to ensure that it's a proper online meeting setup. Everybody's available. Your projector is working. Your whiteboard is clean, your room is available, so all these things may sound very simple and at times silly, but that is very critical for a particular meeting to take place, because we need to ensure that everybody's on board, everybody's available, and everybody as in Scrum team, product owner, and Scrum Master, because these meetings are essential for everyone to know what they'll be working on in the upcoming days, right? And not only working on what will be total delivery of that is expected from them. So yes, and then all the discussion about product backlog, and what is the uh, latest update on client requirement, client priorities, that is all discussed during this meeting. So yes, if we are in one location, if the team is available under one roof, then definitely a conference room, as per everybody's schedule, or in case we are, distributed, an online meeting is set up. I think this is fairly simple to understand. Even we all might have done this in our organization. So yes, Gauravji, over to you, and you can also slide, go to the next slide if you wish.
Yeah, sure. So the importance of when does sprint planning take place? Very, very important, but still, I have talked about it. We have talked about it. Rather, me explaining further, would like to hear from you what you have understood, guys. When exactly sprint planning has to happen? Rahul had question on this, and we answered that as well. Right, Prernaji? We can ask this question.
Definitely, because I really want all of us to talk, so we know where you're understanding, if you have any doubts, and try to just
Prernaji, you are breaking up again.
something to other. Now, don't tell me I'm on my phone mobile data. No. Is it? Am I audible now?
Now you are audible. Yeah.
Before you were
Okay,
breaking up. Yes,
yes.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm at different location today, and I
No
think the
worries.
network is bad. Okay, so what I was just saying, I was saying the more you guys explain and talk about it, the more the all these things will be retained in your mind and you'll be able to understand them well. So yes, Rahulji, sorry, Gauravji, I'm with you on this.
Yeah.
Can you please tell, you have the screen in front of you as well, but when does the sprint planning takes place, and how
Yeah.
it goes?
Yes. So Rahul, because you were discussing, so would like to start from you. So please share your understanding. What did you understand that when the sprint planning takes place? Rahul, could you please unmute and you can
Yeah.
just share your
Yes.
understanding? Yeah, whatever it could be. Yeah, please go ahead.
Your question was, where does the sprint planning take place, or what
When,
takes
when the
sprint,
sprint planning takes
sprint
place?
planning begins at the beginning of each sprint, as you had said before. And as you had said, it either, if you're physically in the same building, it happens in a particular conference room, or these days, due to it could also happen remotely. So what other question you have? It When does it happen? It happens at the beginning of the sprint. It's the beginning. I would say it's the beginning event of each
Yeah,
scrum.
yeah. Yes, yes. Well said, well said. And I hope everyone will agree with this. This is very simple and kind of one-liner answer. So any question on this, on when the sprint planning has to take place? Everyone is clear on this so far? Yes, from you? You can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So yeah, I don't see anything important over here, but remember, the moment any sprint starts or immediate after retrospective, new date of sprint planning will be announced. But generally, immediately it happens after the retrospective. So retrospective, you remember what we do there. We simply discuss what went wrong in previous sprint or in the sprint where we delivered immediately, and what went well and what was our learning. So now understand the sprint planning meeting checklist. So, and this is very, very important for each one of you guys, as a product owner, what should be your checklist? What, as a development team, what should be your checklist? And as a scrum master, what you should be checking up? Although Prerna ji has taken this up, but still I'll continue over here and we'll talk about it. Okay, so scrum master has to just check every single item is available at its right place. And do you remember any special word and designation for scrum master? Last time we have spoken about it. Prerna ji has spoken about it. What do you remember for scrum master?
He's a
Yes.
servant leader.
Yeah, servant. Yes.
Yes, yes. Excellent, excellent. Right answer, Priyanka, and right answer, Dipti. Thank you. Yes, servant leader, and he makes sure that no impediments are there for his development team or her development team. So he makes sure if people are geographically distributed, that video conferencing is being taken place, and from which room video streaming will happen. He makes sure that every single person is there in the video conferencing room. If few people are distributed in another location on and working remotely, so video conferencing, screen share, and polycom com access, and means if you need to connect through a phone network, and these all access informations are given already. Say for example, if it is happening on Zoom, so he is making sure that in sprint planning, if we have to play some game, and they need to although everyone sit together, but in case something happens, they decide that only developer will go and tester will go, they will discuss something and come back and share with us. So what he may arrange or may check that breakout rooms are working. So I hope you all are aware of what is breakout room. I mean, when I'm talking about Zoom availability and all. So breakout room is nothing but a small group where you guys can go inside and can meet with the dedicated people to whom the scrum master will decide. Yeah, or product owner will decide. Like dev team can go with dev team and can discuss on some item and come back and give their quotation on duration. Okay, how long some design time will take. So this is how nowadays it is taking place. Okay, are you with me so far, whatever I have said just now?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for yeses. And he scheduled the meeting space, like I gave you the example, Zoom. Sometime it takes place on GoToMeeting, sometime it takes place over, you know, your Cisco web meeting, sometime it takes place over Google Meet or something like that. So there are different web conferences, and he checks the calendars for company holidays, training, events, travel, and employee time off. And thus he announces the sprint planning date, that on this day we are going to meet, and he makes sure that every single artifact or whatever post-it, or some cards, pins and markers are kept already well in the room. There is a dedicated room. Okay, he will decide that in this room only we are going to meet or something like that, and he arranges every single thing, be it chair or something. He makes sure things are there. Okay, so these are Scrum Master's checklist. Okay, then comes to product owner. So product owner sets the goal and priority. So that is what he is he is known for. Okay, he ensures that every single backlog item candidates are ready. Means, as Prernaji was talking about, highly skilled team and a highly self-organized team. Okay, so and we have seen some values means what, we saw some traits of Scrum team where he has to be courageous enough, means courageous enough, and they can volunteer that we can take up this responsibility, we can take up this item when they are planning the sprint. Okay, and what is there further according to the team's definition already? So there is a definition of done, there is a definition of ready. Very important keyword, you can take a note of it. It is also called as DOR and DOD. So DOR is means some item when is getting ready to cooked up to be implemented, and definition of done, that is DOD, when things are decided, are shippable, are ready to be published to the client. Okay, so that's where the DOD takes the place. However, in sprint planning, every single thing is DOR. Are you with me with so far? This DOR is a term you should take care and take a note of it, because in interview you might be asked or you might be questioned, what do you mean by DOR, what do you mean by DOD? Good or good? Yes, thank you so much for thumbs up, Priyanka.
Could you please repeat the DOR and DOD? I just want to write that down.
Okay,
Sorry.
so DOR is nothing but it's a definition of ready, and DOD is definition of done. So DOR is discussed always in sprint planning meeting. However, DOD is just before shipping any item, where it meets some requirement, some shippable checklist, and there we decide that now this item is ready to be shipped, to be published to the client. And that's why just before shipping we mark that item or mark that ticket as a DOD, definition of done. Whatever single thing was there for that ticket, that epic has been done. Its configuration is done, its documentation is done, its testing is done, its development was done, and whatever means infrastructure is required to ship for this product, this item, DevOps team has taken care of that. So that's when it meets in DOD. That has nothing to do with sprint planning. In sprint planning, DOR is very, very important, which we call it definition of ready, if a definition of ready exists for the team. So here are some checklists which is followed, where everyone has given their quote, a quote as in their timelines, or they have decided, they have given some story points, they have decided the complexity of the backlog item. So if things are ready to move, we just mark it as a definition of ready, DOR. And we make sure, product owner make sure that the skills and capabilities of team members are known and are generally aligned with the needs of backlog items candidates for the sprint, because he makes sure that cross-functional team is there. When I'm talking about cross-functional, means people from different skills are sitting together and they can take the ownership. It could be two BA working together, it could be, you know, two developers are there inside the team, it could be two testers are there inside the team. So no one's bosses, but every single person is taking ownership of their item, and he makes sure that all skills are sitting in the room. Okay, now when I'm talking about these people, every single skill and cross-functional team, we also call them as a development team. So development team plans the work to be done and determines how much it will take. So that's what I was talking about, where I was giving you the example of breakout room and all, where people can gather together of the same mindset and same skill set, and they can discuss and come back and come up. So they have to just take a checklist of this, that they update the team's definition of done. That what is end goal? What is end goal? Means we have to at the end deliver these all things. Okay, and they decided as per the need, and they make sure it is easy to reference during the meeting. So in meeting, when they will come back in sprint planning after the breakout room, they will say, hey, we have to achieve this, and this. We have to achieve XYZ, and X is taking this amount of time, Y is taking this amount of time, and Z is taking this amount of time. XYZ could be multiple things. We have to design the user interface. Okay, we have to work on UI UX stuff, we have to code about it, we have to interlink some changes. So that's why this is taking this much time. And if product owners ask, he simply or they simply justify. So any questions so far in the checklist of Scrum Master, product owner, and development team? Are we good till now? Yeah, Bobby.
Gaurav, just to reconfirm, definition of done happens at the end of review meeting. Am I right?
Yeah, actually, but you have the visibility that when the definition of done happen. Okay, what exactly definition of done mean would be? So definition of done, you can decide during the DOR itself. That okay, because that comes towards the visualization, right? That comes towards planning. So you can decide even before the sprint that that when at what point of time we will call it as a DOD. DOD means definition of done. So the actual event occur at the end at the end of the item. Means I'm telling about end of item. Let me give you some example. So say for example, let's come back towards the banking example. Banking has fund transfer, view balance, and you know and also they can check, you know, loan balances or something like. So view account bank balance, fund transfer, and check loan balance. 3 items are there. So they've decided, means team decided that we will be working on 2 stuff: view balance and loan balance. That's it. Fund transfer we are not going to work in this sprint. So they are sure that view balance and loan balance will be considered in definition of done when its testing has been done. Say it may happen that I have got 2 teamlets. Teamlets means one developer and one tester is working on view balance, one tester and one developer is working on loan balance concurrently, parallelly. Okay, and there are 2 different BAs. They are taking care of both the modules. We will call it module, loan balance and view account balance. Okay, so say for example, loan balance is almost ready and view balance has to be speed it up. Okay, so since view balance is in reality, it may not happen, but I'm just giving you the example. So view balance is going to take time. However, a loan balance is about to get over. So what is happening? So as a product owner, what I'll see the bandwidth of people working on the loan balance part, and what we will say, we have to expedite the view balance development phase, implementation phase. I'll put all these people who are already working and they have done their work on the loan balance to account balance. Let me repeat this. So as a product owner, what I am going to do, I have visibility that loan balance part is over. So a developer has developed it. Excuse me. Tester has tested it. Okay. Now, whatever the work is coming, that is DevOps work will be coming. DevOps who will be preparing it to deploy into the production. Okay. So what exactly happens? I pull them, these loan balances guys, for the view balance to expedite it. Okay. So that, more work is pending that could be done for this item, view balance. However, before doing this, I'll go back and see the ticket. That ticket, my test development team has marked as a done. Okay. My BA team has marked the documentation done, completed. So it should be seeing on the dashboard. I should be able to see them. Okay. In the tool, I should be able to see the status of the ticket that has been marked as a done. It has been completed, and the same goes for testing team. If every single person has marked as a done, and it has even moved to the DevOps, and even DevOps has deployed it into the pre-production, and they have marked as a done. So these are the part of the checklist. Okay. And that's how it is called as DOD, that is definition of done, which visibility I already have, that this is how it is going to work. So that we can think of in sprint planning, but actual event will occur during the sprint or almost towards the end of the sprint. So did I answer you, Bobby?
Yes. So I would like to, what I have understood, I've tried to understand is during the sprint planning, the initial phase is called definition of ready. And when each and everything has been properly assessed, good to go, the time frame has been checked, yes, it is viable, and it can be finished in 2 weeks time or so. Once everything is has been decided, discussed, and everything, and then they say definition of done, and then go towards the development phase.
That's true. So that may happen when?
At the end of the sprint planning.
Super. Thank you so much. Talking about your understanding is excellent, and we want everyone to speak up in this way. This is how you guys are taking the confidence that you are getting prepared for the interview. And well, superb answer from you, Bobby. So it's okay. We can move further. Yeah, welcome. So I'm moving further. So moving to the next slide. So yeah, over to you, Prerna ji. So although this is self-explanatory, but yeah, so you can please take it up. Process.
Sorry, I was on mute. I said,
Yeah,
I'm saying
that's
all the diagrams are coming to me. So yes, and I like it. So definitely, first of all, thank you so much, Gaurav, for this, in detailed explanation and understanding, because DOD, DOR, these are very important concepts, and you really explain them well. So here, whatever have been discussed is shown in a very what I would say, interesting manner, that we have this input. You can see one of them can be a product owner, the another is product scrum master, and then they are standing with the product backlog, right? So that indicates they need to see what we already have in our bucket to work on, and then what is the current product status, what is the capacity, velocity, like what is the team strength, what is the timelines we're looking at, what are the constraints? Constraints, I think we have discussed earlier, even yesterday's session, sorry, day before, I had discussed that there are times that there's some technical challenge, or the customer wants a particular technology to be used and we don't have those resources. There are times we need to buy some additional what I would say, products and stuff like that. It could be any technical challenge or obstacle. So all those constraints form the input side of your planning, because we have to first gauge or guess what do we have in hand. So yes, we have a product backlog, we have this capacity, we have this is where we stand as per the last sprint delivery. This is where we stand, and then this is our obstacles or constraints for now. So considering all of them, how we will work on them. So what and how. So what we need to work upon is there in product backlog, and how we resolve it. That again, form results in a good brainstorming or in detailed discussion. That yes, we have all these inputs, we have these many items to be delivered, this functionality to be achieved and to be reviewed and to be showcased to the client. So all that, in case if we are not having any resources, and do we need to borrow from other projects, or resource pool, or do we need to hire, or do we need to get a vendor for this kind of services. So all these decisions are taken in the sprint planning, and the ultimate purpose of this entire sprint planning is achieving your sprint goal. That is definitely derived from the inputs, and as well as updating your sprint backlog. So we take from product backlog, and towards the end of the sprint, we keep adding to the sprint backlog, stating we have achieved these many line items and these are the pending ones. So yes, so this is what this interesting diagram or picture states about this entire process. It has all the important words highlighted, like the backlog and team and sprint goal and stuff like that. So, Gaurav, would you like to
Yep.
mention anything here?
Yeah. Thanks, Prerna. So just to simplify this, remember that in planning process, what you need to know that at the end, what you are going to achieve. And it should be sprint backlog item should be ready. Means you are knowing that, okay, we have these items listed in 1, 2, 3, 4, we are going to work on. Sprint goal is in front of you, what all the features we are going to hit at. Okay, but for this, the planning part, where just now Prerna ji has explained, we are going to discuss in detail. Okay, it's a step before, which coins from the planning, where we have discussed what all the items we have to consider and what how we are going to achieve it. But just to achieve this phase or this planning part, we should be knowing what all are there inside the pending part. Pending means product backlog item, means which is yet to be addressed. Okay, and we decide its capacity, and we know what is the current product status, and who all are your Scrum team. So along with product owners, Scrum master will make sure that inside sprint planning these all things are happening. So remember, 3 phases: input, planning, and then output is goal and backlog. Okay, sprint backlog. So good or good? We can move further. Good? Yeah, thanks. So let's move to the next item, and this is called as how is sprint planning structured. So sprint planning is splitted into 2 parts. Okay, so the first part is called as scope. We will look at it first. Okay, where the scope has to be defined. The team selects which items from prioritized list. You remember, prioritized list is nothing but the backlog item. Okay, so from there, what exactly happens, we slice them down further. The ready product backlog item we call it also as user story. But just before user story, some high level of features which can consist of multiple feature, we can call them as epic, and that epic can be distributed in the further smaller user story, and those are forecasted, okay, and assess whether it can be completed during the sprint or not, and then we define it inside the sprint planning, okay, and we structure them for people to talk about that, talk about its complexity, talk about its priority, and talk about its duration. Duration means within the sprint how long are every individual may take to work to complete their portion of the work. Okay, so what is the goal of this sprint? So that is also considered in the scope. So further it says that use this as a decision filter to determine which product backlog item to include in the sprint. So that's the part of sprint planning we have just now discussed. What product backlog item are ready and contribute toward the sprint goal. So this is nothing but the main product refinement. Okay, so backlog refinement process. Okay, so and is this the same repeat? No. So how is so further what exactly happens? We know that who all person will be available. We notice their holidays, vacation. In fact, company's holiday and vacation, and individual holidays and vacation, his or her involvement, scrum team members involvement in some another activities, and what is the team's capacity, if bandwidth are there or not, everything is considered in the sprint planning. Okay, what items will the team include on the sprint backlog based on the sprint goal, and the team's every single minute thing. How confident does the team feel that they will be able to meet the sprint goal? And this is a very important part. As a scrum team, you need to feel confident that you are ready to deliver it. Are you with me? Yes, thank you for nodding. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Priya, Prerna, Priyanka. Sorry, thank you, Dipti. So yeah, so another part is that scope and plan. The plan is where team discuss in more detail how they will deliver the selected product backlog item. Okay, so this may, and it has not to be limited, okay, include identifying the task for the product backlog item. Let me take a step back and talk about, when we are talking about a sprint planning, we take an epic. Epic may consist of multiple user story. So product backlog item coming into sprint backlog item, and every single item can be further broken into epics. Every single peak can be further broken into user stories, and every single user story further may broken into task and activities. Excuse me. Yeah, so what I was discussing, yeah, so yes, this may but does not have to include identifying tasks for the product backlog item, whether they are any dependent between the items and signing up for the initial product backlog. That is team member works. Okay, so in planning, I have just now explained you that I have taken step back and further how a bigger epic is further broken down into the smaller activities. So any question till now? It is structured in planet. Sorry guys, I happened to sneeze so twice, that's why I was on mute. So yeah, so further, so any questions so far, guys, on plan and scope?
No, I think we're good.
Thank you, Gaurav.
Yeah,
we are good.
thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm good. Sorry. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Prerna ji, coming back to
Gaurav
this.
ji, yeah, I was gonna say that please take some rest because
Yeah.
I could hear your voice shaking a little due to sneeze. So again and again, I'm excited because we again have a diagram to explain and try to understand that why we have this interactive kind of way, because only theory and only explanation, as far as I understand, tends to slip from our mind, because we talk about so many things in this 90-minute session, and everybody's there understanding, listening, being attentive, but as time passes, we tend to forget some things, though we luckily we do have recordings, but these diagrams really help to reiterate or revisit all the topics we discussed during the session. So here again, it's a simple diagrammatical representation of this entire process, which myself and Gauravji had been, sharing, have been explaining. So Gauravji, can you please go to the earlier slide? Yes. So here again, we have a product master. Now we have a lady as a scrum master. We have a product owner, sorry, and he has with product backlog, and then he is working on the planning of the an upcoming sprint or project release. We have the scrum master and development team. See, basically this can be called as development team as well, but for the simplicity's sake, it is called as scrum team. And even try to understand these two important elements like scrum master and team are shown together, or a kind of like little bit clubbed, so that shows that they work in a very closely knit manner. They are working with in harmony with each other. Scrum master is aware what they're working on. Scrum team definitely approaches the scrum master in case of any doubts. So we have scrum planning, sprint planning for around 6 to 2 hours, depending on how big this sprint is. Discuss the sprint backlog, and then we go into an iterative or cyclical model for for all these tasks that starts with a daily scrum meeting, or rather we call it stand-up meeting of 15 minutes. Then you have your typical work day involving analysis, design, development, testing, and then
Prerna
yes,
ji,
yes, Rahul, you saying something? Yes, please go ahead.
in the previous slide, that spiral slide which you showed before this one,
Mm-hmm.
the Scrum sprint,
Mm-hmm. Tell me,
you
tell me.
there was release planning and vision. Can you tell me what's the difference between release planning and sprint planning? Is the release planning for the whole project?
Sorry, is the
Release planning for the whole project?
I suppose, yes. Release planning. See, as earlier we were talking about deployment and one deployment and releases. Yes, a release is considered as a bigger release. Like when we have any particular version release, product release, we talk in that manner. Wherein a sprint is a broken down or a smaller chunk of the bigger release.
Yeah,
So
sprint planning, I understand. Sprint planning, I
yes,
understand.
so with comparison of that, when we have the entire project release or product release, that is the time when we use the word release. Release is not generally used for smaller deployments. If you have to understand from that point of view. But Gauravji, if you would like to add your views on this, I just explained that generally release is for
Yeah,
the
Rahul, we
particular
will come
versions.
to that.
Yes.
We'll come to that. So, Prerna, you can finish this up,
Yes,
and then
yes.
we'll go there. Yeah, thanks.
Yes, sure. So that is what I was trying to explain. Whatever we have explained till now, that has been shown in this diagram. And then once your sprint is completed, and you go ahead with the sprint review and sprint retrospective. And ultimately, prior to retrospective, definitely after sprint review, we deploy, we have this deployment of this functionalities or line items to the customers, and then we end with the sprint retrospective. So entire process, all these PPTs are summed into one, this diagrammatical PPT explaining all these, pointers to remember on. right? Gaurav, would you please go to next slide?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yes. So would you like me to take this up?
It's a diagram, right? Yeah, if you
Yeah.
wish to, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Prernaji, for explaining in detail. And yes, so let me just open it up. And so what exactly happens in we are in sprint planning. Okay. So in sprint planning, what exactly we pull it. So we have the entire release in front of us. Okay. And we know the dates. Okay. We know the dates that see, release planning comes into the picture after the very first sprint. Okay. So very good question, Rahul. Okay, so you may not see this release planning at the first sprint itself, because what exactly happens, we are deciding first in the sprint planning that how long every single sprint will go, whether it should be 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks. Okay, and based on that, the communication goes from product owner to the stakeholders, means to the client. Okay, that we will be releasing on this date and this date. Okay, so the release plan is already published and we are just taking the help of it. And that's the reason in every single sprint planning you will see product owner to going back and referring to the release planning as well. So release planning can appear into the different chart. Okay, not necessary. You will always find that release planning is published inside Jira, one of the project management tool, or it could be in Smartsheet, another type of project management tool, or inside simple Excel, or this what do you call MS Project. Okay, that's another kind of a tool for release planning. Okay, but these release planning points up from the project vision. Okay, so I'm just stepping ahead, stepping back and back and back, and talking that how this entire Scrum sprint works in. So sprint planning is taking place, and release planning is just a reference, just to know and take the note of the milestone what we need to achieve as a team. Okay, and this is the entire process which has been means drawn on in the picture form, that the planning happens, this is the complete implementation phase. And while implementation is going on, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Oh, so yeah, this bigger slide is visible to you guys, yes? Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
So this is the presentation mode. So what I was doing, I was just telling that, say for example, this is my duration, this is my 15 days duration. This the bigger curve you are seeing where implementation is written, right? And this 15 days goes like 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day. And consider that this is every single day we are doing what? Daily Scrum. What is daily Scrum? 10 minutes of what? Stand up. Yeah, so in stand up, when we do it in physical presence, we literally stand up, we don't even see. Okay, and we discuss all these three things. Okay, not 3 words but 3 things, 3 sentences, that what we are going to do, what we have done, and any blocker or any hurdles or any problem. So this is how every single day happens till we meet the 15th day. Okay, and once it is done, then our great person appear in the team. He or she is nothing but the client, and we will review, and we try to turn the neutral face into happy face. And when the happy face says yes, let's go ahead, we celebrate. Okay, we celebrate, man, so that even customer is feeling, okay, these guys are doing something excellent. You are feeling, oh, we are really giving our 100%. Okay, client is happy. And So what exactly happens? We come back and we deploy. Now this deployment is taken care by DevOps team, release team. We do here what? Magnify the things. What we do? Magnify. We introspect. We retrospect. Retrospect means what we deployed. So during that, what we were doing, we were implementing. Whatever we implemented, we sensed in the demo, in the review, what client has spoken. We every single thing decide and introspect upon. In the retrospective meeting, we derive some of the learning, will take a note of it. So this is how the entire things happen in a one sprint, and then what happens gets repeated, okay, for the next sprint. Okay, so in the next sprint, this is your input. Input is what? Planning. The who, the how, and the what. Sorry. So input is what? Your product backlog item. And in the sprint planning, what exactly happens? All the who's means what? Scrum master, scrum team, and product owner. So they discuss, they are the who, and they discuss the what, but they also discuss how, means how we are completing the what. The what is your goal, and then we decide, we come back with the sprint goal and sprint backlog item ready. Okay, so again here we have described it further, that the how and the who. So quickly, if I'll talk about it, the development team plans the work necessary to deliver the sprint goal. Ultimately, the resulting sprint plan is negotiation between development team and product owner based on the value and effort. So always remember one important thing when I keep on talking to you, always about adding value. Okay, so you may come up few things what a product owner may not have spectated earlier. Okay, and as a business analyst, you may come up with some question which may hit to a change, and when it is communicated with the client may realize that it's a really great feature to include upon. Yeah, and they may agree during the review and during any further discussion with product owner, and they may say, hey, we are going to include some another feature and we want it to be included into next sprint. And good point is that what, you will be paid for it. The company will be paid for it, so you should celebrate if any changes hits in the place. Good or good? I think the answer is good for everyone, because where there is money, so there is a speed. Why? Because money loves the speed and everyone gets excited for that. Right? So are you good with me so far? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. So this is the how happens, and the who is what? You cannot do sprint planning without the product owner. Remember, this is very, very important, and development team. But who organizes that all? S who? S Scrum Master. So salute to him, because he takes care of every single body. So the product owner defines the goal based on the value that they seek, and that comes the agreement comes from customer. The development team needs to understand how they can or cannot deliver that goal, so they need to identify whatever the impediments is there in the middle. If either is missing from this event, it makes planning the sprint almost impossible. So they have to just make sure that every single item is available, every single person is available. Okay, so this is how it is. And then the sprint planning is further explained about the input and output. We have already spoken about it. The great starting point for the sprint plan is the product backlog. So Prerna ji, would you like to add something with this slide?
Gaurav, I'm good, and actually I wanted to interrupt you that we have almost reached towards the end of the session for today, and I think we should check with others. I know they have any doubts, or if they want to discuss anything from their end.
Yes. So any question till this point, guys?
Because today have
Bobby,
been a very heavy day. I can understand because we've discussed many things, many important points in sprint planning
I
phase.
won't say heavy, but bit intense, Prerna ji. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes, yes.
I felt the same thing, Gaurav. For
Yeah.
me, I felt that, oh my God,
Dipti, you
I
broke.
have
Any
to watch
don't
this
don't
video maybe 2 times to understand
don't
every single thing.
get
So
Is so is my internet choppy?
No, 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 no.
no,
I think
I
it's
cannot hear
Prernaji's
Prerna
internet.
also.
Okay. Okay.
Prerna, we cannot hear you.
is very repetitive, but then the reason things because when you am I losing? Hello, yeah.
Yeah,
Can
now
you
you're
can you hear
back.
me, guys?
Yeah, yeah,
Or this
yeah.
is gonna
You're
be
Yes.
a
back
problem.
now.
Oh God, I'm so sorry for this. I have no idea.
That's okay.
Okay, so I was just saying, Dipti, do not get scared by this, and I understand this PPT is quite exhaustive, but there is a reason why we have included all these pointers because see these things are like pillars of this entire Scrum methodology. So if and now as we are talking, discussing, you're in the session, you might feel overwhelmed. Everybody might feel there's too much to take on a plate. But then when you revisit it on a video on YouTube, when you're quite relaxed and you're just listening to it, you will really understand what we just shared is a lot of repetitive things, but in a different manner, from different approaches and with a greater emphasis from who does what, when, how, why. So all WH questions are very
Yes,
essential,
I
and
agree on that.
yes, and don't get scared at all. Even we understand when we discuss particular topic that okay, this we need to give more focus on. Okay, this is easily understandable. So as always in every session, my personal request to all of you is please watch these videos once we are done because if you revise at least once or twice after the session, it will really go a long way in engraving all this into your mind and your memory. It will really help you. So next time when we come up on, so you're all are ready for the next chapter or the next session. So
And
yes, that's it from my
yeah.
side. Yes.
So, and one more important thing that you may feel things are scary. Why? How you will get scared when you get discard yourself. Okay. How will you discard yourself? By diverting your attention. So, if you are diverting your attention by leaning towards towards the laptop, but still having that, monster inside your palm, you may simply get distracted. So remember when you are attending, so just keep this mobile bit away, otherwise a little bit of distraction you may lose the game. Okay. And mind will start thinking, oh my god, it was tough even though it was easy. Okay, so things were easy, so nothing to worry. You may come back, listen to the recording, and in case you are listening to the recording, wonderful. Okay, so yeah, how this is how it is going to be easy. So Dipti, things were really, really easy. So any question over here till now? We are almost come to
Uh,
the end to wind up.
uh,
Yeah. No, Dipti.
Gaurav, I have no question. I'm happy and I'm glad I'm attending these classes.
Mhm.
My thing is, will you be also explaining like iScrum, Jira, and any other tool? How does it actually work?
Uh, we will not exactly explain that, but we will give
Mm,
you simply sense. I was just waiting for the slide to come. It has not yet come, but
mm-hmm.
yeah, I can quickly give you. Just remind me. Next day on Monday, I'll give you the sense of Jira, not necessary iScrum, or there
Mm-hmm.
will be a point of time will come where you will yourself go for Trello. So Trello, I guess everyone, few people have visited except you and Priyanka. So yeah, so just remind me. I'll give you one view or look that how it looks like, the Jira part. Okay, iScrum is very easy, but Jira is popular in the market. Yeah, so I'll give you the heads up for the Jira. Yeah.
And is it advisable? Because I tried to get in touch with the Atlassian training. Is
Mm-hmm.
it advisable? I should start practicing those software there.
See, if you're going to the market today, people are expecting you should be knowing some tool. Okay. So if you think that you can take some training or something, so yeah, always easy, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, because your mind is well wired. Okay, I know this stuff, and this brings the confidence, and with this confidence, if you get interviewed, with smile, you are well selected. Yeah, and this is what we
that's
want.
what I realized. Exactly, that's what I realized. Day 5 and day 6, whatever we have discussed, and today I was watching the Jira tutorial, and I thought this was theory which we discussed, and this is practical. This is how it is done, which has been taught to me by Gaurav.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me do one thing. So by
And Prerna.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, of course. So without Prerna ji, nothing will move further. So yeah, thank you. So
We
what?
are a team. We are a
Yeah.
team. Yes.
Yes. So what exactly happens? Say for example, Dipti is here. Can you see in the screen, everyone? The cards, my card without video.
No, we cannot.
You cannot.
No,
The
You
Zoom.
can just see the
the
sprint
slide.
planning
The sprint
slide.
plan. Okay, so I have not shared the screen entirely. Okay, now can you see? You can see the Zoom.
Yes.
Everyone's
Yeah.
so everyone is looking like a card. I'm going to do something. Say for example, Priyanka is a card, Prerna ji is a card, Dipti is a card. Just for fun. Okay, so this card is just to do, and this card is in progress, and this card is done, just for the fun. So what I am going to do, if it is done, I'm moving it ahead. Okay, so let's forget what exactly happens in this stance. Okay, but the to do card is now in progress. Now say for example, I have worked on it, I will move it to the done. Okay, so when it is done, it is green. So this reflection you will be able to see in the Jira as well. So how does it look like on dashboard and all? I will talk about it. So currently it is looking like a card, but in reality it will also look like one user story. Also it will look like one statement. Also it will look like what do you call a user story, ticket, card. Means there is a various picture, like it's a fluid means it can take any shape. Yeah, and that's why this is very, very important. Remember the word fluid, which is representing the agility. Okay, so this is how it is. So this was just to make sure that how cards move in Jira. Okay, so we have to, so the things are there, labels are there, to do, in progress, and done, and we simply move from there to there. So I think so no question, because you have not come up with any question. I say you have grasped it well. So congratulations everyone, we have reached so faster on the end of week 2. Yeah, so if it is the case, I would like Bobby, you call it, just sum up with the entire training in one word. What word comes in your mind? Just speak up.
Very inspirational, very involving, and day by day I'm gaining confidence that yes, I can reach there where I wanted to reach. Yes.
Wow.
Thank
Amazing.
you. Thank you, Prerna. Thank you, Gaurav.
Superb. Yeah. Most welcome. Most welcome.
Call out someone's name, Bobby.
Priyanka.
Yeah, Priyanka, one word in your mind.
Yeah, thank you, Bobby. So the word that comes to mind is like today's session was very extensive, like a good deep dive into the what it is, and intense, but it was very well put in the slides. So thank you, Gaurav and Prerna. And I think I should go over it once more, so that next time if we have questions, then we can come up with those questions.
Superb. Thank you so much.
Call out someone's name, Priyanka.
Dipti.
I would say thank you, Prerna and Gaurav, for pouring your heart. Again, just like the Priyanka said, it was little overwhelming for me. But I'm definitely gonna watch this at least 1 or 2 times so that I can I will understand that more better. And I'm gonna call Priya's name now.
Yeah, Priya.
Yeah, it was superb and engaging. Like Dipti mentioned, I will definitely go over the YouTube video once it's uploaded to, get more sense of
Mhm.
the class. And thank you so much,
Right.
Prernaji and
Yeah,
Gaurav
follow
ji.
someone's name, please. Welcome.
I think Rahul is left.
Mhm.
Yeah, Rahul.
Yes, I would say challenging and knowledgeable.
Mhm. Follow someone's name, Rahul.
I think everyone is like Gaurav ji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rahul. Yeah, so thank you so much for uh, pulling and putting your attention. Appreciate that. Continue doing this. Prerna ji, back to you.
Yes, I would really say super engaging and interesting, as well as a lot of new things that we've discussed today. So thank you all of you for your patience and your attentiveness. And definitely do revisit this video once it's uploaded, and then we are good to go for the next session. Thank you so much.
Super.
Wish you all a happy weekend. Yeah.
Happy weekend, guys. Bye-bye.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
weekend.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
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 Have a
Good night.
great long weekend, guys.
You
Bye.
Yeah,
too.
you too. Bye. Bye.
Monday must be your holiday.